I shared a video about taking a 30-day social media break and what happened. And if you were inspired by that video and you want to take a break too, or if you have just been wanting to take a break, but you're kind of like afraid. I had someone tell me like, I've been wanting to do it, but I'm scared. This video is for you. I'm going to share a few things. I'm going to give you the motivation to do it and share a few tips on what to do when you take your break. So I have some notes here. Like I said in my last video, this was pretty life-changing for me. It's one of the best things that I've ever done. It's the longest time that I've been off social media, which is, kind of sad to admit, but 30 days. The longest. I do take every Sunday off. So this was a big challenge for me, and I did it on a whim. I did it because I felt like I needed to just take a step back. I was just I don't know. It was inspired, and I'm so glad that I did. So if you have had the same promptings, but you just don't know where to start or what you would even do if you took that break, I'm gonna share with you some things. So the first thing that you have to do is delete the app. Once you decide this, you can't have temptation there. You gotta delete the app because your habit to wanna touch the phone and open the app is that took me a few weeks to not touch it. And every time that I would go touch Instagram, I would realize, so I created that awareness. I would be oh, and then I would touch my music app and go open a song, or my Audible. I put it right next to it. So you are going to the habit of just picking up your phone and wanting to click Instagram or YouTube or whatever it is you feel you need a fast from. It's going to be there. So find that replacement. You need a replacement app to open up. For me personally, it was the Self Timer app, the Insight Timer app. It's a meditation app, and I would just open that up and do a meditation. It really worked. So you need to delete the app. And then you're just going to literally get a journal out, get a piece of paper, and write down those things that you have been wanting to do, but you just have not made the time to do. So for me, it was coming back to YouTube. I had been wanting to come back to YouTube for years and years and years. And, that would have been right there on the list. What are those things you say you've been wanting to do, but you just haven't got around to them? Because quite honestly, you're just distracted every single day. You're so focused on scrolling and being distracted on your phone that you haven't really done those things that you really want to do. And here's the thing, we all do this, right? We all there's things that we want to do, but we kind of avoid them. And usually it's things that we really want to do, but it's sometimes we're just so caught up in those bad habits that it's hard to do that. So really write down all of the things that you really want to, that you've been wanting to do, but haven't got around to, right? So maybe it's making an appointment that forever you've been saying you needed to do this, or signing up for a class or for school, something like that. And then really go inward, without having the noise of the internet and comparing yourself to other people and seeing what they're doing and how they're living their lives. Really ask yourself, how do I want to live my life? What makes me genuinely happy? Where am I my happiest? With who? Who am I with? What am I doing when I'm at my happiest? And really ask yourself, dig deep and discover who you are as a person and what makes you happy. Because believe it or not, sometimes when you see other people living their lives to the fullest on social media, it makes you start questioning your own life and just making you maybe feel bad about what you're doing. But maybe you don't even want it. You see them out on a yacht and it's oh wow, I want to be out on a yacht. But maybe, no, you don't. If you just sat by the ocean on a beautiful dock, it could bring you just as much joy. You know what I'm saying? So just if it's the ocean that you really want to be near, I want to be on the beach more, I want to make more time to be near the ocean, whatever it is, what makes you happy? Discover that without the way other people are living their lives, and really dig deep into who you are, what makes you happy. And even though I mentioned this already, meditation. If you have not gotten into the habit of meditating, I'm going to put a link to the app that I use, Insight Timer. Every day you wake up, it gives you can rate your mood. You can I love that. It gives you like a beautiful quote that's always like on point. And then you can find specific meditations for your needs. Is it anxiety? Is it depression? Is it sleep? Is it better sleep? Is it being present? Like you can go to, there's a search bar that says like, there's different ones, like you could do like family, health, sleep, you know, just different ones. But you can actually pick and do a search for like a specific forgiveness. Maybe you need to forgive someone. Maybe you're holding on to like trauma, PTSD, like whatever it is. You can Google and find specific meditations for those topics. So it's extremely helpful. And it's like the perfect thing to do during this time is to go inward, focus on you, your healing, being present. I cannot recommend it enough. So definitely go download, use the link so that we can be friends. It'll take you automatically so that we can be friends. And definitely start implementing meditation if you haven't already. Choose some habits that you'd like to develop. You know, have you not really been consistent with your working out, with eating right, with taking care of yourself? Like, what are some habits that you really want to develop and use that time? You know, did you used to dance back in the day? Did you used to draw? Were you more active in the community, or like that sounds so cliche, active in the community, but like, you know, getting out there, like maybe just like, yeah, going to like group fitness classes and just being out there more. Like, what are some habits that you have let go of that you need to tweak and get back into, and definitely focus on those. And then lastly, I just want to give you just a word of cautious. What's the word I'm looking for? A word of caution. That's it. When you decide to do this for yourself, you're going to notice like everybody else is going to be on their phone and you're not, and it's going to take a lot. Don't get preachy on people. Don't be like, hey, I'm not on my phone, so you guys don't be on your phone. Just absorb it. You're working on you, yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about you, right? So don't get preachy on people. Have that self-awareness. If anything, it opens your eyes more to what you used to look like, what you used to be, just scrolling on your phone, right? So, but I definitely recommend, even though you don't want to get preachy, definitely share your goal with other people. Inspire them to maybe do the same. Because guys, I did it and I never expected like what would come of it to come. Like I was able to master like things that I have been wanting to change. I have felt more connected to my family, my husband. I'm not mindlessly scrolling anymore. Like it broke this spell that I felt that I was under. And I feel like everybody needs to do this, especially because it is just so consuming, and social media is designed to hook us in, to keep us addicted, right? So be smarter, beat the system, and just work on being the best version of yourself. For me, it was like the best thing that I could have done. And, you know, maybe it's something that I'll do every few months, or every time I launch my new program, my new course, I will, you know, go on a fast and just focus on my students. I'm not sure. I don't know how I want to do it, but I know that I can't go back to how I was doing it. So anyways, I hope you found these tips helpful. Let me know if you want to take on the challenge, if this is something that you have been feeling the nudge to do, and I'd love to support you and give you any words of encouragement that I can. All right, bye-bye.